shut out a quarterback like Russell Wilson, and just how were you guys able to do that tonight?
I mean, first and foremost, it's hard to shut out anybody. But then when you got a guy that can extend, who has the pedigree and the other thing that he has done, a Super Bowl winning quarterback and everything, that's a tough task.
Walk us through that interception.
Say again.
Can you walk us through that interception?
I was in a version of quarters, and my side eliminated. So I went to shove over to the backside, and I don't think he saw me coming from backside, and just go up and make the play.
Adrian, did the success with the run game allow you to stay too deep and just make sure Metcalf and Lockett weren't going to hurt you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would have to get out of that if a lot of that if they just was ground and pounding with us. But I think we did a great job on first and second down, got up to a lot of third downs, got off the field a lot, and we limited a lot of those big plays. And with an offense like that, they thrive on big plays when you got guys like Lockett and Metcalf, guys that can get down the field in a hurry.
I don't know if I've seen this unit, or I guess your secondary, close as fast as you did on seemingly every ball for a full 60 minutes. Did that feel like your most complete secondary performance of the year?
I guess we got to go back and look at the film and just to compare, but it feels good. I feel like everybody played great. I feel like we did what we set out to do, not give up anything cheap, nothing deep, and we had a goal for I know they didn't have a lot of takeaways or a lot of turnovers this year, and we wanted to take the ball away. We almost got 3. You know what I'm saying, if I come down with the ball. So.
Adrian, you guys are obviously doing a lot of things well right now. What's the most important thing you think this defense is doing well?
Most important thing, we've been good in key moments. We've been closing out. I know, a lot of times when you up like that, you give them something cheap at the end. That was good to see that we closed it out at the end, didn't give them nothing cheap to make it interesting with them kicking the onside kick. We finished it right then. I think that's great. But I think anytime you can limit big plays, let our big dogs eat up front, limit those big plays, I think you always have a chance.
Seems like you guys had a lot of those key moments the past 2 weeks. What's it like playing in those tight games, 3-0 through 3 quarters today? Last week you're just trying to keep yourselves in it, the offense. I mean, what's your mentality playing in those tight games? How do you kind of get downhill as a unit like that?
Just keep plugging away, taking it series by series, and I feel like this gives us a lot of confidence moving forward. We've been battle tested throughout the season. This season we've been in every situation. We've been in overtime. We've been backed up. We didn't had takeaways in the red zone. We didn't turn the ball over in the red zone and had to make a stop. So I think we've pretty much had almost all of the situations you can have in football, and I think that's going to carry over well to the rest of the season because we've seen it all.
Adrian, you guys have played most of the season without your best pass rusher, your best corner. Seems like a key guy gets hurt every week on defense. I understand everyone needs to do their 1/11th, but how is it that you can just plug in whoever and you guys have played like this the last 2 months?
I wouldn't just say with whoever, but I think the guys that have come in have been, great players, what I'm saying? And I think we have our defense, the way we play, the way we are within our scheme, and the way we hold each other accountable, that when somebody goes in, it's no loss of faith in that position, and they're held accountable to the standard of the person that they're replacing. So, and then our coaches do a great job of putting us in positions to succeed. So if you do have a guy in there, he's not going to go in there and do something that he necessarily, not comfortable with or can do or wants to do for that matter. So, I think we just haven't been having a good plan, but it's one game at a time, and that's to each week. So now we got to go back, correct our mistakes this week, and then get on to the next game because we got a couple of other guys going down, so somebody else gonna have to fill in and be ready to go.
I would say that it's easy to
he gave stuff up in garbage time. At what point did the sideline start to realize, like, hey, we could pitch a shutout, was anybody in particular sort of leading that rally?
We said that at halftime. You know, that's what we wanted to do. It was comments and things like that. You know, it wasn't like, somebody stood up and said, let's pitch a shutout, but it was talking, and then when we carry over to the fourth quarter, we looking at the score, we like, let's keep it a shutout, and then the offense held the ball for a long time, and then we like, all right, we're gonna have to go back out there, let's keep this, goose egg on there. So, it's a great feeling to finish like that.
Your necklace looks worth more than my house, but anyway, I wanted to ask you, how hands-on is Matt LaFleur? I know he is with the offense a little bit, he pulls guys aside. Is that mostly he's an offensive coach, or does he just give you the plays to put you in a good position, or will he pull guys aside, especially when there's injuries and a lot of change-up? How much one-on-one do you actually get with him?
I guess it depends. I think that's a personal question between each player. I talk to him a lot, as in he talks to the captains a lot and sees what's going on. He does comment when he needs to comment or when he sees something that can help. I think he gives a great offensive perspective to a lot of things that we do on defense. And I think as a team, I think that this is what our coaching staff does well. I think everybody uses each other with the coaching staff as well as the players. And I think there's a lot of great communication back and forth between everybody. So he gives his input and where need fit, and and then we use it when we need to use it. But yeah, I think all our coaches do a great job.
Adrian, to use Matt LaFleur's favorite word, you guys are outstanding tonight. He obviously did a lot of the heavy lifting. He says it a lot. But what did it mean to get Rodgers back and just have him running the offense again? What did that mean to you guys as a team?
Oh, for sure. I mean, anytime you have the, arguably, I would argue, the best quarterback ever on your team, and somebody who's done it for a long time, you always have trust in. You have trust that he's going to get the job done. Not that we don't already have trust in him, not that we didn't have trust last week. But like I said, nobody's stepping in and being Aaron Rodgers. I don't care who around the league, who is the next, high school phenom. I wouldn't believe it until I see it, that somebody's just going to step in and be better than Aaron Rodgers. But of course, so when he gets in there, that's a vote of confidence, especially for the offense. But on defense, we have to have that same mentality. If we have that same mentality every week, no matter who's at quarterback, that, if we pitch a shutout or if we hold them to less than 10 or less than 17, that we win, that's always a great mindset to have on defense, regardless of who's there. Because if he is there and we're scoring a lot of points, then and when the offense gets rolling, then we're going to be pretty hard to beat.
I know you might not say it, but confidence level wise, do you guys feel like you're playing the best defense in the NFL right now?
I'm like I said, this is a week by week thing. You know what I'm saying? We today, did anybody else pitch a shutout? Then we can say we played the best today. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta take it week by week, and we have to go out there next week and play very well against another great team, and and that's when we can say it at the end of the year. You can't say you're the best in the middle of the season. We got to say it at the end of the year.
On Friday, you talked about how this defense, you said it was kind of okay that this defense isn't talked about as much as it maybe should be. Now after this game, it's likely going to be talked about probably as much as it should be, if not more. Does that change what you guys do in incoming games, or what you think the defense or the other offenses are going to think of you?
As far as, how I think, I ignore them all the same. You know what I'm saying? I have to, because if you don't, then you get emotional. You know what I'm saying? You can't accept all the praise and then get mad at all the hate. So you have to take them both the same, and we have to go through the process during the week. We got to practice well. We got to prepare and keep it one game at a time. I just feel like if you don't take it that way, I feel like your emotions are all over the place, and it mess up your focus on what's here and what's now.
Adrian, how would you go about tackling A.J. Dillon if he was running at you and you were on the other team?
Take his legs out. Got to. he get going. You gotta get him before he get going. That's that would be my advice to anybody. You gotta get him before he get going because that's a big man running down. I always tell him lose weight, but when you see him, like where you gonna lose weight, it's really just he just built like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's fat or anything like that, but he just how you 250 moving like that. He just different in that way. So it's about to get colder and colder, and I'm glad he on my team.
Adrian, right before Rashawn left, he went by the bench and kind of zapped everybody and then sprinted to the locker room. I mean, I was kind of emotional for him after suffering an injury like that. What do you sense from him that he's meant to you guys through this time, for a young guy like that?
For sure. He's somebody that really plays, like he plays with all his heart, all his soul, like he really means it. You know what I'm saying? When he can't be out there, he really feels like he's letting people down. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that's going to go 100%. Whether he tired or not, if it don't look like he running fast, it's because he completely tired. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that that he's just max effort, and he genuinely means everything he says. So that's somebody you don't want to see go down, but hopefully he'll heal up soon and be back out there.